Guys, welcome back to the whiskey, well, the art of whiskey. And I'm with Chance, man. And we did something the other day and we talked a little bit about both of us getting into the corner. Talk a little bourbon. Now, today's theme is Jimmy G's birthday. The Whiskey Rebel is on his way. We're going to fry a little chicken. But in the corner, he brought things that honor the winner of the Battle of the Blends. So, he's back to back, like a Drake song. And I think from my understanding, they sent Kobe and Shaq in the group chat holding the trophy like, we double back, people. We double back, which they said would never happen. Yeah. So walk them through everything you brought, why you brought it, and what we have here, man.
Yeah. So where we're going to start is over here with the Blendery, of course. This is one of the newest releases. This is a 95.5 rye that was finished in the Founder's barrel, which was Tim's barrel.
We double back and try that again. Since it's here.
It's kind of just the newest thing, and I know Jimmy likes it, so I brought it. I brought it for him too.
He bought it too.
Yeah.
But it's open, so he's like,
So brought that one just to kind of start the icing on the cake. The second bottle here is actually I would say the highest percentage of Jimmy's blend. I think they actually chose Jimmy's blend on this first one for Courage Cask. Mm-hmm. So this was the first champion of Battle, or the second champion of Battle of the Blends, but his first for double.
So what he's saying is the first time they won,
was that bottle.
Yeah. I'm surprised you still got it.
Well, I bought it, forgot about it. It was in the back of the cabinet, and then I found it the other day when we were doing Battle of the Blends, and I brought it for inspiration. And that's all we drank of it. But I was like, we'll drink some more tonight for sure.
We found this rice not that bad.
Yeah,
it's not that
warming
bad.
up to you.
Yeah, I still, I like prominent flavors though.
Yeah.
So I'm like, it's a good one. Mm-hmm. But you go help educate me now, guys. Chance is a guy who's aficionado of whiskey and many things, to say the least. So I think he does a very good job of explaining and breaking down how it all, I don't know, it should be, how it all is, what goes on, etc. So keep going though, man. Yeah. Courage Cask was last year's winner.
Right.
Super good bottle. I bought one, I think myself,
right.
And drank the whole thing.
Yeah. Battle Hardened is this year's winner. That's the secondary or the follow up to that. And these guys, I bought them because you're like, what does that have to do with the Blendery and Jimmy and everything like this? Well, these are the main people that voted for this for Jimmy's team to win. Melissa Rift is the master distiller at Old Forester. She gave their blend a number 1 out of 4, so that helped it win. And then Brent Elliott with Four Roses, he also gave them a number 1, which helped them win. It was a very tight competition, but these two judges, I didn't figure Jimmy would mind if we had a little toast to them, since they are the reason he won. Yep.
And it was a blind tasting, people too. Yeah. So Tim sends them out, puts nobody's name on them, gives you a concept like, hey, this is A, B, and C. Yep. He knows what they are. The judges tried 4 different whiskeys, chose Battle Hardened, which was I think the base of it was, what's the guy's name? That was the
Blake?
Was it Ben? Ben.
Yeah.
Ben was the guy. Then Jimmy came through and added a little sauce. From my understanding, Ben said it in the video, so I'm not speaking out of turn. Mm-hmm. He was like, Jimmy added a little sauce, and that was kind of the base of this second year winning. Yep. Four Roses, Old Forester. These are 2 of your favorite
distilleries.
Yeah, and why is that?
Four Roses, they do a whole lot with recipes and yeast strains, and they can develop lots of different flavors based on that. They're also one of the only distilleries that builds their distillery out, not up. So like when
like a ranch.
Yeah. So you know how you can go. You know how we were in Green River, 6th floor and all that kind of stuff. Well, their whole thing is 16 feet. So difference between level 1 and level 6 is 16 feet. So there's not a lot of room there, and what that does is keep temperatures all the same. There's not a lot of yields and variances, so they can control their product a lot better. That's why they use yeast to control it rather than temperature and warehouse.
And this is Four Roses. Mm-hmm. Interesting. Yep. See, everybody's got a different formula, as you listened to. And the Old Forester, what about them? Do you like? Who owns them?
So that's your Brown Forman's.
Oh, yeah, Old Jackie.
Yeah,
Jackie.
So Brown Forman is a powerhouse, of course.
Man,
they own a lot. People don't realize how much they own, how many different states they own stuff in.
Well, when you start first, you tend to get what we call market share.
Exactly.
And if you own the market,
you gather it. You gather it.
Say, hey, I want them to go away, them to go, and them to go. Well, they're not selling. Yeah, they will.
Yep.
Everybody got a price, buddy. They won't work that hard.
Yeah.
Don't worry. Tell them we'll come to. We'll give them a good number. Send them on their way.
Them and Heaven Hill. I mean, they've been in the game the longest.
See what I'm saying? And Jack is a Tennessee whiskey, right?
Jack Daniels is, and Brown Forman's the the conglomerate that owns that, of course.
Yeah. Well, guys, a couple things to consider when you are out there buying some whiskey to add to your collection. which one would you tell them to start with? Clearly the Blendery, but you can't get that. So
Right.
if you're going Old Forester or Four Roses, what would you say start your journey with?
I think your billboard, they call these billboards because they're all different numbers. There's 1910, 1920, 1924, 1897. And they all have something a little different. Like one's a double oaked, one's a bottled in bond. So there's lots to choose from there, and you can really find a lane. And once you find your lane in that billboard, then you can move up in proof and kind of figure out where you want to go as far as that brand. So I think that's a good one. Four Roses, it's going to be hard to find your lane because they're so diverse, and you can literally have two bottles that look the exact same, taste completely different. So
I didn't understand that until recently. So guys, what I would tell you, where we at time-wise?
Almost 6 minutes.
Okay, so we got a little bit of time. Let me ask you one more question before we get into another rolling 8 people. Chance, when you're chasing bourbon, what is it that you're actually chasing? Because as we've learned, I've got a lineup over here. All these objectively taste different. Sometimes these things can taste familiar.
yes.
The beauty about the Blendery is during Christmas time. Did you ever have 1911?
I did.
How good was that?
I loved it.
How good was 1911? It was unbelievable, wasn't it?
Yeah, and not to mention it was, it really wasn't ours. It was somebody who sold it online. So.
But I know a guy. There's notice. I know a guy. He's like, look, I know how much you wanted. Such and such. Here you go. You're like, won't you do it?
Yeah, we can definitely theme bourbons around holidays for sure.
But the beauty about it is at the Blendery, I feel there's such uniqueness that nothing feels familiar.
Yeah.
The constant that is familiar is great people, great whiskey, and finding your next formula. So what about the familiarity and this keeps you buying it? Because it's like, these are two different whiskeys, probably kind of taste the same, definitely very different, super unique if you know how to nose taste and kind of what you're getting, but like, what keeps you chasing that?
Yeah, both Old Forester are completely different, rye and a double oak bourbon. But this bottle is going to taste the same every time you pick it up off the shelf. There's slight variances because it's a single barrel. This one's going to be more consistent. But if you find a flavor you like, and I do like double oaks, I like oak. So once I found something I like, I'll keep buying that same bottle. These are always different. You can always expect something different. There's different years, different tiers, different recipes. So you can kind of experiment with this like you do the Blendery. All of them will taste slightly different. They all kind of have that Four Roses flair. They're all cultural filtered, things like that. Stuff we don't do at the Blendery. And then this is a limited edition that comes out once a year. And I think you had the pleasure of doing 4 of those with me.
Yeah.
And I always buy that one because it's always special. It's what they consider the best of their best.
Chance brought those in, and this is before I even knew the guy. You know what's funny, man? And we'll talk about this in another video too. The bourbon world, people get to know people, man.
Oh yeah.
I walked. I won't say past, but I just spoke in my business for a good portion of the time, and I didn't have to. All I had to do was speak a little bit more, lock in a little bit more, get more familiar, and now we're doing it because I'm like, yo, I'm not going anywhere.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be at the Blendery.
Or well.
So you go, might as well learn as much as you can. So we're going to talk a little bit about Four Roses in one of the next videos. Definitely a little bit more about Old Forester. And we can't wait to see Jimmy here soon. Because it is his birthday.
That's right. Back-to-back champ.
Man.
Whiskey, y'all.